I swear I always have the best luck. This has been a story of my life, man. The natural the natural tendency of my life has been a little bit disastrous. Not too disastrous, but a little bit disastrous. How have I been able to be successful in life? How have I accomplished what I've accomplished in life? I think anyone to be successful takes a lot of hard work. So I'm not saying it's unique to me, but I really feel like I had to always work extra hard. I always felt that way. I always had to work extra hard to succeed. Um, just because, again, the natural tendency. So just to give an example, this is the kind of stuff that always happens to me, like what's happening now. So the weather has been unseasonably warm. And just because I know how things work with me, I actually said this a couple weeks ago. I said, I have some Airbnb guests coming. I'm going to be double booked, which means I'll have no place to stay. Because I have the one unit in the house that I just bought that I've been trying to do Airbnb. It's been a struggle. I had a long vacancy not too long ago. I got a guy there for 30 days, about to leave soon. But he's there, so that house is out of the question. So I need to make as much money as possible because that money that I make with Airbnb is nothing. It's less than rent. And I'm getting really buried because I'm not getting any rent from my tenants. So I gotta try and make money wherever I can. So I got the Airbnb guy there. I have my apartment that I put out, and I said, just watch. The weather is nice right now, so if I have a double booking, I'll be fine in my van, right? But I said, just watch the weather get cold when it's time for my guests. Surely enough, my guest checks in today. Today starts an extreme weather advisory. There's signs all over the highway about if you don't have to travel, you don't have to travel. I heard there's a state of emergency upstate New York, and it is 28 degrees right now, and I think tomorrow and Sunday it's going to be a high of like 21 degrees Fahrenheit. So that means at night it's going to be in the teens. So again, heavy rain, right? And crazy weather the day, like literally the day that the guest comes. Like if it was yesterday, it would have been okay. Day before, okay. But this is a story of my life. Just the day that they come, this happens. And that's not enough, right? That's not enough. What else happens? I go to the house yesterday to take care of some stuff. I bring my laptop with me. I leave it at the house, right? Just like I've never done that. I've made so many trips back and forth with this house. I always carry my laptop with me. I've forgotten my keys when I go up there. I've gone all the way up there and I don't have the keys to get to the basement or wherever I need to get to, but I've never left my laptop. So the day before the guest comes, I leave my laptop there. I get up in the morning. I get ready to get to work. I'm remote today and no laptop. So now I gotta get in the car and race up to the house to go grab my laptop and then hope that the guest allows me, because the place is not ready yet. Hope the guest will allow me to do later check-in. That didn't end up being the case. They had dinner plans. They needed to get in the place as early as possible. So now I need to sneak back down. I already started work an hour late. I gotta sneak back down because I'm not gonna try to take an hour lunch and I already an hour late. So now it's like 2 hours. So luckily it was really slow and my boss wasn't around and I just took a chance. I got in the car, I had my laptop out just in case anything happens. I'm watching the laptop and then the rain is coming down. It's like crazy weather. Like I can barely see. The wind is blowing the van. It's like wobbling around. This is an old ass van. The tires are not the best. And I'm just like, I hope I don't crash. I hope this thing doesn't break down on me. I hope my boss doesn't catch me and freak out like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be logged in. I mean, I was logged in, but I'm not supposed to be driving, right? And I can't afford anything with my job right now. Like, that would be disastrous. So huge risk with my job, but I need to make sure that my guests are 5-star experience. I need to accommodate them the best that I can. So I took the risk. I need the money. I can't afford bad reviews. So I hustled down. Luckily, my boss didn't show up until 15 minutes before I arrived home. So as soon as I saw him online, I just said, I'll be right back. Just so I'm clear. Like, so it's like, okay, I'm in the bathroom or whatever. So I had 15 minutes in the clear where I don't have to worry. Like, I told him I'm stepping away. So if he like tries to get me, like, I'm good. But the whole time I'm like speeding down in this crazy weather, I'm just like hoping nothing happens, and he calls me and I'm like screwed. So I made it 15 minutes before I said, hey, I'll be right back. Then I just kept on going, made it to the house. And then I, got into work and trying to make up for like I'm behind. I gotta like hustle and get this done, get that done. I had to do some report for my boss, and he wanted me to demo something. So I didn't really get much stuff done with preparing my apartment for these guests. So as soon as I'm done with work, like before I'm done, like half an hour before, I start hustling. Like I gotta make the bed, I gotta mop this, I gotta the dishes and this and stuff all over the place, and everything needs to be 110%. You miss one little detail, didn't mop the floor or some little thing in the corner, and it's like, oh, the place was nasty. Like, you don't know what kind of guests you're getting. Some people are really unreasonable. I cannot afford to get negative reviews. That is the passive income lifestyle, right? So anyway, they came earlier than expected. So I'm hustling around, I'm washing the dishes, and they text me like, hey, we're here. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have my clothes everywhere, the dishes I'm not done with, and like this is like craziness. So I ended up letting them come in. I didn't want them to come in. I don't want their first experience stepping in and there's like stuff on the floor or whatever. Like, I want them to come in and it's like everything's clean and ready. Like, that is not the first impression I want to give. But they're already there. It's cold, so I let them come in, and I'm hustling like dishes and this and that, and they're like putting stuff in the room and getting ready. I gave them a little walkthrough and showed them stuff. And then as soon as I'm done, I go to the van and I go and I try to get my I got my cot right back there, my king. I think I showed you guys already my king cot. So I need to put it in the van to get set up right. But then, see, this is a sleeping bag. It's supposed to be I think -20 or something. It's supposed to be freezing weather. And then in the back I have a comforter. I'm hoping between that and the comforter, and I'm gonna wear like my hoodie or whatever, that I should be fine. I'm gonna do some research online just to make sure, because hyperthermia is no joke. So I want to make sure that this is feasible. I've only done the sleeping bag with 33 degrees, 34, 35. So this is much lower than I've done before. I was fine low to lower 30s. Then I started to feel like maybe I might need a comforter. So I'm hoping with the comforter and that, and then a hoodie and whatever else, I'll be fine. Worst case scenario, I mean, I really, I got to keep my spending low, but if I need to, I'm not going to sit here and freeze, right? I'll get like a motel or something like that if this can't work. I'm going to do some research and use my judgment based on that. But that's the Kingdom cut. I just got it set up. But again, the temperatures were ridiculous on the day that the guests come. So I couldn't even get my cot in the van because the door was frozen. I'm like, are you kidding me? I've been in cold, living in like the Northeast for, I don't know, over 20 years. There's only one time I remember my doors getting frozen. I've been through many winters. I mean, there's been some cold winters, but only once. I remember my emergency brake was frozen, where you release it and it's still locked, and then the doors are frozen, can't get in. One time in 20 years. Today, the back door to the van wouldn't open. So after I'm hustling to get all my stuff out of the apartment for these guests, I feel so bad. Like I'm hoping they don't like give me a negative, because it's like they come in and I'm running around and they seem nice enough, but I'm telling you, you could do everything that, work as hard as you want, and you get somebody who's just, picky, and they'll like give you a bad review, and that, I have top ratings right now. I work very hard for my guests. I work very, very hard for my guests. I go above and beyond for my guests. And every single one, I think I've done 6 guests since I've been 6 or 7 since I started doing this, maybe, I don't know, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Everyone's given me like top ratings. I'm a super host, but I only have like 6 reviews. So in my apartment, this is only going to be the second guest. So it'll be 2 reviews for this place. So if I get 1 bad review, that's a third of my reviews being negative, because I only have 3, right? So I need everyone to like top stars. But again, I got sidetracked. What I was trying to say is, with Superhost and 5-star and everyone saying they love the place, they had a great experience, everyone's been giving me rave reviews, right? But even with all that, I struggled to get occupancy, right? Like in my house, I had like 3 weeks, 4 weeks with nobody in there. So all the money I made in the previous month, where I was fully booked, that's like gone, right? Because if you make good money, I didn't make good money. I made okay money, less than rent, because things are bad right now. I made less than rent, but I was fully booked for 1 month. So I was like, okay, that's good. Then I went almost a month with nothing. So it's like you're going backwards. So my apartment has been, I only got 1 booking since I put it out for, I don't know, it's been like 3 weeks now, and I only got like maybe a 4-day. I got 1 4-day in a month. This booking is only 4 days, but thankfully I think I'm close to market rate this time. With my house, I've been having to go way under market rate just to get bookings, even though it's a beautiful unit with a great view, and again, I get great reviews, so I should have everything going for me. I got great photos and all that kind of stuff, but I struggle to keep it occupied. So that's where I'm at. So the sliding door was frozen, the back door was frozen, and I'm like knocking on it and trying to force it open. I could barely get it open. What I ended up doing is I turned on the heater, and I let the heater run and let it warm up in here. And then I came in and I'm like boom, 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 like banging and finally got it to open. Finally got the sliding door open. So the doors work now. But again, in 20 years, this is only the second time I've had frozen doors. This happens this night. Like everything, like it's crazy. Like the guest comes today, forget my laptop. It's crazy weather. It's like freezing. I can't open the doors. And then I forgot my sleeping bag in the unit. Don't tell anyone, but luckily it was right by the door, because I don't want to, that's kind of like a violation of like, because someone's in your place. I mean, I'm not supposed to be like going in there, but it's like this is kind of an extreme situation. It's freezing cold, money is low. I mean, I was about to go to like a camping store and buy another sleeping bag, and that's like, I can't afford to be just like buying random stuff. So I took a chance. I thought it was by the door, so I actually went in when they were at dinner. So I just went by the door, and luckily it was there. So I got my sleeping bag. I don't have to go buy another one, hopefully. I gotta double check though if that bag is sufficient, because I have no heating. This van is not complete as far as van life. All I really got is my blackouts. I got I got lights in here. I have fans for ventilation. But there's no heat in here. Obviously I can heat it up when the engine's on, but like I'm not gonna run the engine all night. So I'm gonna be relying strictly on sleeping bags and the comforter. All right, I saw somebody wrote something. Let me see what you guys are saying. What craziness you're saying. Of course I can't see your comment. Where'd your comment go? Ray Epps is in the house. Ray Epps says, boiled linseed oil on the rubber seals. They'll never freeze again. That's interesting. Man, you know what? Even though you're watching my live stream and you didn't click on the like button, even though that makes me mad. Like really mad. You man, you have so much great information. Like you helping my Yellow Jackets. I haven't seen them since I got that what was that thing? I did the Striker 54 and I got it in the crevices and the black tape. Like all the stuff I was doing before didn't work. The traps didn't work. All that stuff from Home Depot, sprays and stuff didn't work. But getting that spray where I got in the, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna trust you, Ray Epps. I'm gonna trust you on that. I don't know where I get that from though. You said boiled linseed oil on the rubber seals. They'll never freeze again. On the rubber seals. Well, are you talking about the rubber seals to the door? I guess that's another issue with that stuff getting frozen. But to me, I'm not sure what was frozen. I don't know what was frozen. All I know is like it could be the lock mechanism, because when you hit the power locks, are they unlocking properly? I can hear noises, but I don't know if it's fully unlocking or not. Or was it the seal that was? I don't know. That's the thing. All I know is the door seemed loose, so I was able to like wiggle it, and then I like a little screwdriver. Good to see you, Jules. Thanks, appreciate it. I had like a screwdriver and I stuck it in the edges and I was trying to like wedge the door open. That didn't really seem to work. I was hearing noises and stuff, so like I was doing something. But I didn't get it open until I came in here and I took my butt and I'm just like using my weight. I'm just like bang, bang, like open, you son of a bitch, open. I have the cot was on top of the roof because I couldn't get it in here. I had to start loading my stuff on top of the roof because the big doors are all frozen and I'm just like outside with my stuff on the ground and I'm just like, what is going on? Like I gotta get it inside the van or something. So I opted to put it on the roof. So I've got the cot on the roof. I've got my clothes and whatever on the roof. And I crawled in here and I'm just like bang, 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 bang. And then finally it just whoop, so the door opened. And then the side door, I think after running the heat in here for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, and then coming in here and like hitting it, that opened up. So let me see, where are you saying? Are you saying to put that on the rubber seals? That's what it is? Water sticks to the rubber. The oil is a release agent. Ray, where do I get that from though? Where do I get linseed oil from? I'm gonna try that out, man. I don't know if there's any rain that's gonna happen, because that's the thing. It was heavy rain. I'm driving through rain. I did an hour in the rain, so water's everywhere. It was 52. It was earlier. That was fine. It was 52, but as soon as the sun goes down, 42 degrees, 33 degrees, 28. So you're below freezing. So then eventually everything, all that water that was just like sitting, because I'm sure that water wouldn't dry very quickly in the cold temperature. So it probably just sat there for hours, and then the temperatures just dropped and it started getting like icy, and then finally just like totally frozen. So that's where we're at right now. Other oils eat and dry rot the foam. Denatured, boiled linseed oil, any hardware store. All right, I guess I'll make a trip. It's not too late right now, so I probably should go catch them now. So I'm gonna wrap up, because I mean this is serious stuff. I realize this is not a joke here, with the kind of temperatures, teens. So I need to come up with a plan. Like, what am I doing? Can I do this? Do I have enough? Like the sleeping bag and the comforter, is that enough? Like, is this crazy right now? So I want to go online, do some research, and see about, I saw a video, van life video, and they were in a van, supposedly. I know so much stuff is fake on YouTube. Supposedly they were in a van with no heat, and they were fine with whatever, I don't know what gear they had, but they were with a sleeping bag and whatever else. I mean, it was cold. I remember they unzipped the sleeping bag and you could see their breath, and they had like the thermometer or whatever, and they could tell, and they showed the temperature. Like, it was freezing. They were in freezing temperatures. I think the way that it worked is that they were fine in the sleeping bag with whatever they had going on, but inside of the van, I mean, obviously you have no heat. So I mean, they could, I don't know what kind of insulation they had, which would help so it wouldn't be as cold inside the van. But if you got no heat and then you're sleeping in there all night, inside the van is going to be very, very cold. So the main thing that would make that work would be inside of the sleeping bag, your body heat, emanating and being sort of trapped in there, kind of like a cocoon situation. But anyway, let me sign off. I'm gonna do some research, figure out, can this work? Do I need to buy anything else? For this to be, a sort of a safe thing, safe situation. And then if I need to buy stuff, let me go get that done now before things start to close. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Passive income. And a Kasparian, I'm watching you, man. I got my eye on you. Passive income. I'm just sitting back in my freezing van, and I'm just making that money. Passive income. Yeah. Money, money, money. Money. Oh yeah. Evil landlord. Yeah. I'm a slumlord. Yeah. You should hate me. I'm Satan. Anyway, you should live stream. Whoa. Oh. So what are you guys? I'll put a thermometer. I feel like I'm saying, when I say thermometer, like I shouldn't be calling it thermometer. I don't know what else you'd call it, but I have a device that measures temperature in here. So if you guys see the temperature get too low, will you wake me up and tell me to go get a hotel or something? I don't know where it is, man. It fell off. It was actually supposed to be, the plan was I wanted a temperature gauge that had an alarm, that if the temperature got dangerous, that it would alert me, because I don't know how that works. If you're sleeping and the temperature drops too low, do you get uncomfortable and wake up, or would you just be sleeping and then, like, getting hypothermia? So I don't know how that works. So I don't know where it is. It's in here somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, the one that I got, unfortunately, is it's got a what do you call it? A humidity alarm, not a temperature alarm. I don't know why they did that. So you can only set a humidity level that it will alarm. There's like a high and a low, but for temperature it doesn't have an alarm. But I think the main thing is find out what kind of gear, like this is a camping thing, what kind of gear, because what if you're in a tent and you had no heat? What kind of gear is required for the temperatures that I'm expecting tonight, and figure out if I have that gear or not, and then make a decision based on that, right? That's kind of my thinking right now. In a van down by the river. Oh man, there's a thermometer That's a thermometer. 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 All right, let me focus here. So that'll be it. So this is my last live stream. You guys know what happened. You remember that debate me guy? Right? He put up a live stream about sleeping in his van and it was freezing temperatures, and then we never heard from him again. Ouch. Andrew, what up, man? The bearded look is growing on me. As long as you get a full tank of fuel, munchies, adult goodies, oh man, and a roll of TP. Oh man, do I have TP? I have tissue. Being out in the freeze can be fun in a vehicle. I don't know, man. I think Andrew's been having some issues with his let's just say his relationship. Andrew, did you get kicked out? Did you get kicked out? Your wife is like, you're gonna sleep in the van, or whatever you have, right? I want you out of this house. I've been asking you for a week now to fix the cabinet. That's all I asked you to do. I've been washing the dishes. I've cooked meals every day. And I asked you to do one thing, to fix the cabinet, and you couldn't do it. And now you got attitude? Andrew, outside. Outside. Some days that could be a good thing. Oh, man. If you're on live later, I should still be awake. All right, man. We'll see. But I'm going to sign off now, guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the likes. Really appreciate it. And until next time. Beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. La, 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 la.